I'm not in a good place about it right now. I'm shocked and I'm angry. The things done wrong, what could have been, the blame, refusal in my own head to want to take any accountability for what has happened.
Cody is somebody who keeps himself very, very busy. Different people think that Cody's not being fair with his time, and he really actually is. They're just not tracking it because they're struggling.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, September 19th. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Last night was the second episode of Sister Wives season 17, and I'm starting to feel like everything on the show is fake, but maybe not. Maybe this is the first season they're being real. Last night's episode was all about the favorite wife, or the favored wife, or is there a favorite wife? With Robyn Brown being at the focal point of this episode, well, at least her relationship with Cody and how that impacts the rest of the family. That's what we're going to talk about for this specific part of the video, for this video. And the next one, we're going to talk more about like the kids with them leaving and how they feel. Before we get into this week's episode, can you do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed, and turn those notifications on so you know when new content loads or if I ever go live. Set your notifications so that you never miss a video. Thank you all so much for the recent increase in subscriptions. Sister Wives is a busy time of year, so glad to have you here. I, over the weekend, actually spent time watching like a ton of different documentaries and reading books on polygamy, and every time I learn more about polygamy, I'm just like, how do the Browns pretend like they're not, how does TLC leave out all the details about their faith? Because I feel like if the audience, the wider audience, fully grasped this group, they'd be like, I'm not cheering on this family, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not happiness. These marriages aren't based on love. These marriages are based on coercion and religious coercion. But alas, TLC didn't want to tell you about the IBLP either. So what can we expect? This video, we're going to talk about Robyn Brown and kind of the fight about, is she the favorite wife? In my teaser clip in the very beginning, you see Robyn kind of scoff at the idea that she is a favorite, or that Cody is not fair with his time. And all the wives agree that Cody is a super busy guy, but not all the wives agree that he spends his time fairly. They all agree that he spends more time with Robyn, but Robyn disagrees. Anyways, we start off this week's episode with Cody lamenting about his anger, his frustration, all of his feelings about Christine leaving and what that means for his family, and this wider conversation about Robyn and Robyn being the favored wife, and with this division in the sand, and Robyn really scoffing at the idea that she's the favorite wife or that she's the problem in the family. Shocker. And Cody and Christine arguing about her moving to Utah. So let's kind of start at the beginning. This is going to be the video all about Robyn, the favorite wife.
I'm not in a good place about it right now. I'm shocked and I'm angry. Since then, I've been just going through the drama in my head. The things done wrong, what could have been, the blame, the refusal in my own head to want to take any accountability for what has happened.
So Janelle survives COVID, Cody's angry. And Cody actually admits here that he was struggling to take accountability for what went wrong. So at least he had the ability to say the right things on camera, although I don't think in action he's actually taking responsibility for anything, but he's at least going back through the motions trying to figure out what went wrong. But he's angry that she's leaving. I mean, I guess anger is a first line of emotion, they say. Usually it's an underlying something else, whether it's hurt, sadness, but anger is like the first line. So maybe later he'll feel sad. I don't know. And then they start talking about this kind of inequity that happens within the time that they spend as sister wives, and like he spreads himself through all the different wives and his inability to maybe do that correctly. I don't know. Kody seems to think he did the best that he could, and the wives seem to have a different opinion about that.
I'm never there. Well, I feel like it's kind of a tit for tat, to be honest with you. She was saying, you're never here. And I'm like going, you're always traveling during COVID.
But he's not here any more than he was before. He's not here any less. It's the same. Truly's not even noticed it.
It's weird when wives are like, where are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, he's going. Kody is somebody who keeps himself very, very busy.
So Robyn defends Kody never being there because she says that he's always on the move and always on the go. And Christine says that he's not there anymore, any less than he was before. Truly doesn't even notice there's been a change in the relationship just because nothing's changed in the frequency or the amount of time that he spends with them. And she doesn't know that he's not spending the night or anything like that. And Robyn's like, well, he's always on the go, you know? And the other wives kind of chime in at this point, and, you know, Mary's like, he's always high energy. And Janelle says, you know, Cody's always in the car. And, you know, yes, I'm sure it's 4 families, and I'm sure each wife could have different gripes about how much time he's spending with each wife. But, you know, Janelle says, you know, he doesn't get here until 6 o'clock at night, but he's sometimes with Robyn earlier in the day. Christine brings up that he actually brought the kids that he was babysitting with them to go hiking. He was babysitting Robyn's kids. Dads don't babysit their kids, but check this out.
Different people think that Kody's not being fair with his time, and he really actually is. They're just not tracking it because they're struggling. That's why I have a nanny, so that I can have her help me instead of trying to ask Kody. It's not really fair of me to ask him to help when he has so many responsibilities.
Cody came hiking with us once, and he brought Robyn's kids because he was babysitting them.
I almost never do it. It's easier for me to pay somebody $20 an hour than to lose $200 an hour with the business that I have at hand.
So this is why Robyn has a nanny. Robyn has a nanny because she has so much going on during the day without a job. And she doesn't think it's fair to ask Kody to help, so she has a nanny. And Kody says he would rather pay someone to watch his kids than babysit them because he can make $200 an hour doing his job. Do you really think Kody makes $200 an hour? I don't know about that. That's a lot. And do you like how he just like threw that in there? Like he had to like low key like brag. And Robyn's all like, he's not there that much. I have a nanny for this reason. And Christine's like, he brought his kids hiking because he was babysitting. He wouldn't even put Christine's kids to bed, and he's bringing Robyn's kids to go hiking with them? I literally can't. I can't. He would have never done that for Christine, like ever.
You know, this isn't a new complaint, you know, that Kody favors me. They kind of make assumptions about how he is at my home, not getting some preferential treatment, even though that's what they think. His other relationships are stressing him out so much that it's not like it's really fun to have him around that much anyway. He's an angry man right now. He's really struggling. What's going on with him and Christine? I've never seen him like this before. It's like it's including the kids, you know?
So after they talk about COVID, basically Janelle gets over COVID, okay? And he can go back to her house. And he talks ad nauseum about Garrison, which we'll get into in another video, but he blames Garrison for getting the whole family sick. And he can go back to Janelle's house. And then Robyn starts talking about how, you know, she didn't sign up to have Kody with her all the time, and he is literally at her house all the time now, and it's because she's following whatever the rules are that he's made. And because of that, she's with him all the time, but he's not happy because of everything that's happening with Christine. And so he's angry and he takes it out on her and he's taking it out on the kids, and it's affecting their marriage because he's so hostile. And she doesn't get a break from it because he's not going to Christine's anymore. He's not going to Janelle's. Nobody's following the rules. And so she's the one that gets the brunt of it. Mind you, Garrison is vaccinated. Kody is not. Kody doesn't get vaccinated, but Garrison is. And they aren't vaccinated, but they're going to blame everyone else. I mean, not to say that you can't get COVID with the vaccine, but you get a less strong version of it. So he's making all these rules on people and getting mad at people, but then like the people that are getting sick actually have been vaccinated, so they're not getting the sick as they would have gotten sick. It's just a lot of complaining, to be honest. He's allowing this to ruin his family. He's using it as an excuse, in my opinion. But Robyn even goes on to say that he's like yelling at her. Check this out.
I don't think everybody's quite understanding what's going on here. I miss my husband because he's not himself. Anytime I try to talk to him, I get the anger, thrown at me. And I have to say, hey, whoa, I'm not who you're mad at, I have tried to speak with sister wives. I've tried to talk to Cody, but, it's just nobody's willing. I'm starting to feel just really helpless.
So, as I was suspecting, Robyn is going to have to deal with the anger and the outbursts. And I've said this from day one. If Cody has no problem degrading, yelling at, and verbally accosting a wife, whether it's Janelle, Christine, or Mary on television, there's nothing saying that he won't do it to Robyn. In fact, we've seen them fight on the show. If we're only seeing him blow up like this on TV, imagine off camera, it's probably 20 times worse. And Robyn looks broken. I don't know that she's getting what she wants because I don't think she wanted him full time. I think she believes in the celestial marriage. I don't think she wants to admit that he does favor her, but I also think that Robyn has to do whatever she can in order to keep him as happy as possible so that he doesn't blow up at her. It's like a double-edged sword. If he stays on this track of anger and frustration and like blowing up and madness, he's going to end up blowing up all of the relationships in his life. Not just Christine or Janelle or Mary, but Robyn. He's on the brink of losing Robyn too in many ways because of his behavior. This is not as simple as him leaving Christine or Christine leaving him. It's the whole family is blowing up, and Robyn, because he favors her, is gonna take the brunt of it. And whether you like her or not, that's not fair, is it? I wouldn't want to be around Cody. I wish all of the ladies would leave, to be honest. But she scoffs at the idea that she wins a prize for being the favorite wife because for her, she's saying he's not that great to be around. He's an angry man. He's very hostile. He's taking it out on me. I don't even know who this man is anymore. So do you believe her that she's not the favorite wife, and do you believe her that he's being this way, or do you think she's lying? And she's just trying to play the victim. I don't know that she's playing the victim here. That's just my opinion. I always want to trust a woman, and she does look very distressed this season. So I have to believe that there's some hostility in the home. That's just my thoughts. Next, we're going to go into the moving and dealing with the fallout with the kids taking sides and the family completely splitting in half. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.